this has been a hobby horse of mine lately. I think that the way that we deal with death is unchristian. What do I mean by that? I mean, we have a funeral for some tragic situation. A mother that's dead with her children left behind. We have a little boy or a grieving father or a grieving son or grieving whoever, and we approach that person, and as Christians we say, "Oh, it's so hard. I'm so sorry. I know this is a horrible loss, but God has a plan." And we're convincing these grieving people that somehow they have to understand that this is for good. All things work together for good to them that love the Lord and are called according to His purpose. So this must be good. I know how you feel. I know your heart is wrecked. I know you're broken inside. But you have to figure out some way to make good out of this. God knows better than us. And in those moments, I feel like we should just quote the Muslims and say, Inshallah. Because that's Muslim theology. The way that Jesus deals with death is right here. Jesus does not deal with death as God's plan. Jesus deals with death as God's enemy. Jesus deals with death as the reason that He came. Jesus deals with death as the ultimate contest. He has the keys to death, and He's coming to break it open. Death and hell are going to be cast into the lake of fire. Death is what's being done away with. Death is the enemy. Death is the brokenness of the world. Death is contrary to the plan of God. God had a plan in the garden and everything was good. Then death came and now it's bad. And now the second Adam has come to reinstitute God's original plan to undo death and to lead His people out of captivity. The captivity of death. And that's why the notion of everlasting life is so important. It's resetting the plan. It's fixing what's broken. So don't tell the little child you have to figure out a way that God meant your mother's death for good. Tell the little child we all hate death. God hates death. That's why Jesus came. He's going to show us the way to beat it. Amen. That's a Christian theological view of death.